was kind of an emo day, so I finally, I don't know, to cheer myself up, opened my two former work boxes. I resigned after Trump got reelected, and I resigned quite abruptly because as a 20-plus year data analyst for the federal government, I saw the writing on the wall, and I suspected a new regime of hate would be coming for queer people like myself and transgender people like myself, even though I am 5-year Navy vet. I did 5 years active duty in the Navy and worked for the National Security Agency. Yes, NSA, that place, for 18 years. So I resigned on the evening of Transgender Day of Remembrance, November 19th, 2014. And so my supervisor had to clean up my stuff. So I finally went through it, and it has all these really cool time capsules that I needed to remember, even though ERGs, which are evil DEI, and at the federal level, agencies and federal companies have had ERGs. They've all been disbanded. I co-founded the one we had here in NSA Utah, and for almost 10 years. It was really awesome. So this is some of my first talk here in 2015. It's the first thing I made educating the government, including the Army National Guard in Utah and the federal side. So it's crazy to go back and look at it, where it started before we even got the ERG created and chartered. Me and a handful of other people did a lot of education. And so I found all the resources I could to help tell the broadest story I could, but I also wove in my own personal story. So I forgot about all this. I hung this up on display. Here's me, I'm a twin. I got the WTF face right there. This is my twin sister, she's evil. We are estranged. She's probably Walla Walla's biggest meth dealer. So if you know who that is, yeah, that's my sis. Oh, this is me rocking my mullet in 6th or 7th grade. Yeah, this is me when I'm 18. My best friend Sherry was making out with her future husband, and I was bored, so I drew on my face. This is me in the United States Navy, right there. I dated a woman who was embarrassed to be with me because she thought I made everyone know that we were a gay couple, and that was not allowed. When we served, it was under Do Not Don't Tell. So I got a lot of pressure from people to grow out my hair and look more feminine. And it was tough, so I did. But then I got out at 24. But yeah, that was a big deal. It's when I got promoted to E5 in the Navy. That's Petty Officer 2nd class. That's equivalent to the sergeant in the Army, but not as busy. Sergeants have a lot to do. This is me in drill team. So in junior ROTC, Marine Corps, in my high school, in Snohomish High School, I was the drill team commander as a sophomore. It's me right there introducing my unarmed precision drill team. It was kind of a badass and big deal. I was the youngest drill team commander for that unarmed drill team. Maybe ever? I'm not sure. It's not like they kept stats back then in the 90s. This is me looking like a lady for the Marine Corps JRTC ball with my friend who was also kind of my stalker. Me at a drill meet, long hair, because I really liked the way it looked in uniform. It's crazy. And then here's me after a transition. Looking at a happy chest and face. I used to run. Now I'm fat and old, so I don't run anymore. Here's my kitty. Here's me the first time I went on stage and told a story at the Bee in Salt Lake City, December 2017. I put my name in the hat. or the metal can rather, and I was one of the 10 names picked to give a 5-minute true story based on the theme adulting. So I talked about my dead mom and my dead marriage and my dead cat, and you can hear that on KRCL because they aired that later. This is my funny author picture I used with my neighbor's cat, Mr. Zeal. He has since passed away, but he gets to live on forever in a cool rad pic that's on some of my books. In fact, why don't we just segue into that? I think this is my author picture in my poetry trap book. It's been several years ago, but I believe, oh, yep, yes, there we go. There we go. So about the author, that's me. Boop, 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 boop. And now I can say unemployed federal worker still looking for jobs by selling his art and making your art and writing literary dreams come true. Yeah, hire me. And then, yeah, here's my book from last year. The beginning of the year, and here's the black and white copy, which is basically the same except there aren't the color pictures. I drew them instead, and they're funny in my opinion. And then here's one of the notebooks I make. You can Google me, H. Alexander, and it'll take you to Amazon where you can buy my stuff. That'll help support me as now former Fed, still a Navy veteran, and still looking for opportunities to earn some money. Yeah, so all that stuff. For 23 years, I defended this really cool, yes, problematic book still. You know, racist and sexist and all that stuff. Can't actually rewrite history or whitewash it or, you know, tell the version you want. So this is still historically accurate, but it's what all federal workers, whether they're serving in the military in uniform, at the state level, so the National Guard level, or at the federal level, or their Department of Defense civilians or civil servants of other flavors. This is the golden book. This is the book we all follow. And the President of the United States is also supposed to follow this little book here. So today was a struggle because I feel like I gave up 23 years of my life to protect and defend America. And now this once sacred document is toilet paper. And we have a dictatorship, a fascist dictatorship, and it's coming after the most vulnerable people, immigrants, women, people of color, and the LGBTQ plus IA community. I don't know why I did it like that. Anyways, my brain is fried, my heart is hurting. Buy my stuff, hire me to make your stuff. Come support my new LLC, the Do Kind Collective, the launch party. I'm still looking for a venue, location. Worst case, I'll just have it at my house, at the art house, but it is the Do Kind Collective. You can Google that, check out the website, and find us on social media. The official launch party is going to be either March 30th, the eve of Trans Day of Visibility, or the 31st. Part of me wants to lock down a venue for the 30th so that I can help get out the word to go to the really awesome events already taking place on TDOF. So yes, so that's the story. Yeah, what are you all doing to keep your spirits up? Let me know.